Yesterday, Cal Poly Athletics made the announcement that Joe Callero, a good friend of the program, I consider a great man and a mentor of young men, and some of the best conversations I've ever had in my life.
In your life?
In my life are with that man, and behind the scenes here at 93.3 KZOZ. Time marches on, and Cal Poly Athletics saw this as the perfect time to get rid of Joe Callero, as the team went 6-21 this season so far. Now there's 2 games still left. Now, I'm sure if you asked Joe, about this, he would say, I'd like to keep my job, but I understand. I don't know. I talked to him in text message. He said he wasn't going to be able to make it in this week for obvious reasons. I'm sure he's trying to organize things right now, but this has the potential to shake down into a Hollywood type script for the ultimate comeback.
I don't even know. Hold on. Let me stop you for a second. I don't know if you should go there, because I think
I'm going to jinx it?
Well, no, it's not even that. I just think that. Go ahead. Just whatever.
Think about it. Coach is told with 2 games left in the season by his athletic department, sorry, we're not going to retain you next year. Now, why they couldn't wait till Monday to do this, I'll have no idea. I have no idea why you don't just wait till Monday to make that decision. But now, you give the players reasons to rally. They're taking on the number 1 team in the conference tonight at the Mott Athletic Center. But this could be the biggest Cinderella story in basketball. You've got the last place team fighting for a shot to go to Anaheim and play in the Big West tournament. All they have to do is beat the first and third place teams at home, and a coach that's already been told that he's not going to be retained next year for whatever reason. Now, these guys, every single one of these guys on the team, they were given an opportunity to play college basketball by the man that was told that he no longer is welcome at having a job at the university. So they enjoyed a collegiate education at one of the finest institutions in the land, Cal Poly, California Polytechnic, I guess, to be exact. It's all because of him.
Yeah.
What gives them... It gives them every reason in the world to rally for their fierce leader, Joe Callero.
Be a great ending.
A leader of men, one of the most the greatest motivational people I know, and was told they didn't even have the respect to say, oh, we'll wait till after the season's over to do this. We're going to do it with 2 home games. 2 home games yet left.
The timing is questionable.
I don't understand the timing.
I'm sure they have their reasons. We've seen this in the NFL. We've seen it in the NBA, Major League Baseball. You've seen it in other college programs. The timing of some of these decisions when they do it, I don't understand either.
The athletic department basically tells those 13 members on the team that, we don't have much faith in you guys this year. Better luck next year.
Well, to echo your comments, I think he's one of the most stand-up guys that I've ever met. You talk about somebody who's great for young people, especially in that time in their life where they can make good or bad decisions. I think Joe has been a hell of a guy. And I don't think there's any question within the university administration or whatever if that's the case. But James wrote in, and I think, he said, listen, it's Cal Poly. This is an education school. This is an academic school. Academics are very important to the university for their athletes. That's not the case in the Big 12 or the Pac-12 or the SEC necessarily for their big sports programs. They just want their students to, do enough. But at Cal Poly, they want their students to be, A students. They want them to their education game to be on point. And I think Joe has done a great job at doing that.
Do you remember what it was like, what the watching experience was like at the Mott Athletic Center for a basketball game before Joe Callero came in and started ruffling some feathers and said, hey, we need some upgrades to this dilapidated gymnasium.
The new hoops that you could dunk on. They didn't have those before. Obviously, the big Jumbotron scoreboard, which they didn't have before, and the new seating that they put in around the hoops. And so, no, he's done a lot for the program.
It's made for a more enjoyable viewing experience of Cal Poly athletics. And if you want to watch the beginning, like I'm not going to guarantee that Cal Poly's going to beat Irvine, who has lost one conference game this year. Irvine has lost one conference game this year.
It could happen.
When they're playing the last place team, there's a chance they're not going to lose that game.
They can overlook them.
But if there's ever reason for the Cal Poly Mustangs men's basketball team to rally behind their leader, their guy, and show them and tell them, hey, thanks, coach, for bringing me to this beautiful stretch of California. I want to repay you with a victory. Tonight is the night at the Mott Athletic Center. And if they're able to sneak in to the Big West tournament, guess who they get to play in the first round? The same team that they will have beaten tonight at home in the first round. This has the makings of a Disney comeback miracle Kurt Russell story written all over it, and you could be there on the ground level and be at Mott Gymnasium tonight, Mott Athletic Center tonight, to watch the beginning of this story. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a big weekend for Cal Poly basketball, and possibly the greatest comeback story ever in college. Could you imagine the announcers in the NCAA tournament? The announcers in the NCAA tournament, they are saying, they're like, well, yep, this guy does not have a job this year, but he's coaching against Duke in the first round of the NCAA tournament. It could happen. It could very well happen. And God damn it, that will be the best story ever. It'll be so cool to watch happen. So if you have the opportunity to go to the basketball game tonight, or even the basketball game on Saturday, because there's still a chance if they beat Santa Barbara, they could get in on a coin flip, which would even make for a bigger story. There's going to be Hollywood scriptwriters here left and right getting the story of Cal Poly basketball. It'll be fun. I really want this to happen because I love the man. I think he's one of the greatest motivational people I've ever met in my life. And if a Hollywood comeback story script is deserved by anybody in the world of sports, it would be little Joe Callero.
Wow. That was a great speech, Jeff. I agree with you. Great man. Great story. There would be a story
awesome
you would never forget.
Oh, you fired me? Oh, that's funny because I took the team to the NCAA tournament again. And, I don't know. I guess I'll move on to another school.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe to the podcast on Google, Apple, YouTube, and Podbean by clicking on Jeff and Jeremy at KZOZ.com.